We are westbound on US 30, approaching Breezewood, Pennsylvania. And we're going to cross the Pennsylvania Turnpike, then go a little ways, and then turn right on Mountain Chapel Road, which will take us to an underpass under the old Turnpike, and I'm hoping to find parking there. And then I'll have a relatively short walk to Rays Hill Tunnel. I was originally going to do Rays Hill Tunnel and Sidling Tunnel, but first of all, I didn't budget enough time. Then, second, I missed the Breezewood exit, which cost me like 45 minutes. So I'm going to have to just settle for the Rays Hill Tunnel. It's 36 degrees out, and if I don't find parking by the underpass, I'm going to be facing a 1.5 mile walk without a winter coat. So I'm hoping that Mountain Chapel Road. Oops, I slipped on the gravel just a little bit there. Alright, Mountain Chapel Road. Take it nice and easy. Posted, no trespassing. How you doing? What just happened? I guess we're still recording, but what is this displayed on my screen? There we go. I bumped something. My screen went blank. I bumped it again. The screen came back. Everything's fine. Once again, this is Mountain Chapel Road near Breezewood, Pennsylvania. We are approaching the old Pennsylvania Turnpike, the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. And off to the right there is something called Rays Hill. And there's a tunnel through Rays Hill. There we go. 13 foot 8 inches. And there's a car parked there, obviously. And there's some hikers. Yay. But I sure as hell can't park my trailer there. Is not adequate parking for my situation. This is a road. No parking, private property. Go Turnpike again. There's just no place to park. That is Mountain Chapel Road, and here is the old Turnpike. We're looking logical east. Sorry, logical west. I don't know what the actual direction is. It's west-ish. So these are pretty narrow lanes. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of my feet, so that's maybe an 11-foot lane. This segment would have been abandoned in 1968, and it was bypassed by the new road, which is up on the ridge there. According to the dashboard thermometer, it's 37 degrees out. So I'm not going to stay around too long. I'm going to stop for stills. Alright, resuming the walk. Oh, look at that. An old sign support. That's interesting. I wonder what that would fetch on eBay. So it looks like the lanes, 4 lanes merged down to 2 right about here. Gonna pause for stills. Alright. This is a pretty short tunnel. I think it was I don't remember how long. I'm thinking about 1,700 feet. Requiem for Oblivion. This pavement is in remarkably good condition. I wonder if this wasn't fixed for some film work or something. There's no way this is 1968 pavement. Alright, I can see the other end. Anything interesting? Oh, cool. Not much happening there. Aha, I smell fresh paint and I see spray cans. Okay, now I'm on concrete. Let's see if I can goose the exposure a little. Changing the exposure does not really solve the problem. Wild. There's a bit of a breeze. The walls are finished in concrete. I smell paint again. Jesus, I've got to hurry because the only thing guiding me through this tunnel is the light at the end. And if the sun goes down, it's going to be hard to find my way out. And the sun is going down. So I recommend a flashlight for this journey. I'm just kind of trusting that there's not a giant hole somewhere here. Ugh. I'm experiencing minor spatial disorientation here. Echo! Now departing on track 3. I don't know what else I could say here that would be funny. Okay, this is longer than I thought. That's what she said. Something's dripping. Seven minutes into this. Seems like an eternity. This would be an extremely bad place to drop my keys. Oh shit, what was that? hope my Uber's waiting at the end of the tunnel there. Whoa. That made me dizzy. Whoa. Ma, ma, ma. Simulated train. So after this portal, it's 4.5 miles up to the Sidling Hill Tunnel. I will not be doing that. I think that was more than 1,700 feet. So my dad and his parents and my uncles would have passed through this tunnel. Can't remember what year that trip was. Well, there were two trips. One was the whole family, I believe, and the other was just my uncles headed out east. So this is kind of interesting. The ceiling rises to meet the height of the portal. I wish I could call for Jeannie to blink me to the other end. All right. I bet it looks an awful lot like the portal on the other end. I wonder what it would take to walk over the top of it. I wonder if there's a trail. All right, moment of truth. Look at that. Well, that's not such a tall ridge. It's too cold to go over it right now, though. Let's get back a little further for some stills. That ridge does not look all that high. All right, time for stills. All right, here we go the other way. I'm sure it's going to be much different than the trip here. Sarcasm. My hands are cold. Too bad there's no sign cast into the concrete. So the Pennsylvania Turnpike was going to be a railroad. I think it was, construction began in 1881 or ended in 1881. And it was going to be a competitor to the New York Central and Pennsylvania railroads with lower grades, wider curves, all the things that make a railroad better. But I guess they weren't able to finance the project or complete the project or get financing to complete the project. I don't remember. So the right-of-way sat, and then somebody got the bright idea to develop it into a road, and I guess it opened in 1940, the initial segment. That's all I got to say about that. I think I mentioned that this segment was abandoned in 1968. The new road just goes up and over the ridges. Next time, I'm gonna bring a flashlight. So I don't know what the video sensor's picking up, really. I can perceive the walls of the tunnel, and I can sort of perceive the floor. I'm really glad that that this isn't scattered with pieces of 4x4 laying perpendicular to my path. Something reflective on the right. So as far as the sidling tunnel goes, since it's much longer than this tunnel, I think I will only walk it, A, if I have a light source with me, and B, if there are other people. Because I imagine that there's a point in that tunnel which curves a little bit where you can't see either end. And that would be kind of unnerving. Smell spray paint again. This would be a good place to come in event of a nuclear attack, I suppose. It would be a good place for a film archive, film and video. Other than the smell of spray paint, there's nothing unpleasant about the air in here. It's just fine. No mold. Doesn't smell or feel damp. He says right before he comes to the dripping water. Oh my God, I just thought of a horrifying thing, a horrifying trick you could play on people. Well, I'm probably the only idiot that walks in here with no flashlight. But what if you just sat on the side of the tunnel in the dark and waited for somebody to come along? And when they got close to you, you said, boo. You could probably sell some underwear for like $50 a pair if you did that. I see somebody with a light. I should have worn my glasses. Right now they're wondering if they're hearing an echo or not. Woo! I don't know if they can see me or not. Probably. I'm probably silhouetted by the east portal. It's an interesting walk. I recommend it. You guys were smart. You brought lights. I got a little, really minor vertigo with no lights. Have fun. So you can see how the top of the tunnel appears to be flat, the top of the portal. But what you're seeing is the flat ceiling before the transition. See, now the flat spot is gone. As I mentioned at the last portal, the ceiling flares upward to meet the top of the arch. I'm going to stop for stills. All right, my battery's nearly dead. Quick look back. Yeah, they were painting graffiti. The smell of paint is very strong. And the paint cans have been moved. I wonder what that sign says up there. I'm gonna grab a still. Okay, I got my still. So I guess that is related to ventilation. There's a little office over there as we saw on the way in. There's really nothing to see there. I hope nobody's fucked with the truck or the trailer. This pavement has to be for movie work. Wow, that's cool. So that would have opened in 1940. This funnel here seems a little strange. It doesn't really conform with my expectations of what a forced merge should look like. So here there's an island. It's about 4 feet wide. And then it starts growing. I guess until the full 4-lane width is achieved, and then it probably ends. I don't really know. So down that way is the TA truck stop. You can see the approaching underpass for Mountain Chapel Road. And at this point we're back up to 4 lanes, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wild. There's the truck and trailer, the white dot. Doesn't look like anybody screwed with it. Mountain Chapel Road. Alright, time to scramble down. Pac-Man. That's odd. Okay, I think the wrist strap is going on here. Still got my keys, that's a good thing. I could do this a lot faster if I wasn't holding the camera with one hand. Alright. Oh, there's another one of those signposts. It's a wooden pole. Interesting. So there's the van. I'm going to turn around and take some stills, and let's consider this the end of the adventure.